Hi, welcome everybody to the Public Speakers Association Mindset Reset Summit. I'm Carrie Vanston, the Alligator Angler, and I'm so excited to be a guest hosting today with Jason Antelek, our PSA CEO, being my backup person. Please feel free to ask questions or make comments in the chat boxes. Jason is going to be following those. Today we have 5 wonderful speakers, about 10 minutes speaking each, about how to reset your mindset during these crazy times. Okay, great. Well, I would like to introduce Stephanie Lueras, and she will be speaking on could, should, would. Welcome.
Well, thank you. It is so great to be here today, and I love this topic we have today of mindset reset, because the first thing that popped into my head thinking about this was the power that our words have in our lives. Think about how you speak to yourself. What are some of the words that you use? How do you speak to yourself? And do you speak to yourself in the same way that you would speak to another person? A lot of times we use the phrases, I have to do that. I need to do this. I should do that. And we start to should on ourselves in a lot of different ways. We put these expectations on ourselves that sometimes are not realistic, that stray us away from our focus, whether it's something in a relationship, in business, in our self-care, whatever that area is of focus. But when we look at the power that those words have, everything comes back to a choice. Do I need to do that? Do I have to do this? These are all choices that we make. And so one way that we back this up a little bit is to look at why we make different choices in our lives. We can ask ourselves, what is our value here? What do we value? Because it brings perspective to everything. Understanding those values and what's important gives us a new lens to filter the choices that we make. For example, if I'm valuing my family time, do I really need to take on this extra project? I can, I could. Does it serve me well? And so we start to rephrase some of those situations that we have. I don't need to take on that project. I'm choosing to. But at what cost? Am I compromising a value in my life? And so when we start to really look at the power that our words have, we shift those choices that we make. And it really helps to have a visual. You know, we talk about so often in business having a vision statement, a mission statement, making it clear, having it posted so we know what's keeping us on task. But do you know what your values are? Whether it's personal, whether it's in business, and hopefully they both align. But are those visible? Are those very clear in your mindset? If somebody says to you, what's most important? Can you rattle off that list? And so we start to get back a little bit to how those values affect those choices. Because when we're very clear on what we stand for, we start to use some of the language a little bit less. I have to, I need to, I should, and really get into that empowered place of I'm making the choice to do this because it benefits me in some way. It benefits my family. It benefits my business. There's something that opens up in making a choice as opposed to that need to, have to, and should. Even going as far as I could do this. Well, there's a little bit of a question there. Standing firm in that confidence of, yes, I can do that. It might be that we have to break it down a little bit, come at things from a new perspective. It might not be a big sweeping thing. It might be something very small that we start to build on in that choice and in that change. But really considering those values and the power of the words that we put behind it causes that shift in our mindset. And when we shift our mindset, we take action. When we take action, things change in life. And it's not, again, that big sweeping change. It is the small action. What can I do right now? What can I do in this moment that's moving me, that needle forward in meeting this need, in meeting this value, in making the choice? And it snowballs, it ripples. And you go from point A to point B way faster than you think you are. We were just talking about journaling a few minutes ago. That's where we see a lot of that progress. If we're starting to really take note of those small shifts, because they snowball, they change over time. And so I encourage you today to take a step back and don't automatically answer a question. Don't automatically judge yourself in a decision or making a choice, but look at the words you're using and see if it's empowering you or if it's holding you back in some way. And if there's any way that you feel that it needs some change, I'm more than happy to help you with that in the ways that I can. I have a free webinar every Monday, Change the Plan, Never the Goal, where we really start to step back from this place of this is where I'm at and look at the reasons why we're doing things. So it could be that we're changing our mindset. We're changing those words into that very powerful place of choice that are aligned with who we are and who we want to be and who we reflect to the world. So I thank you for your time today. I will put all of that information in our Facebook Live comments, and please reach out to me at any time.